Do you like cruising? Or better yet, playing roulette to win a free cruise? Well, I've got a strategy for you. That's a $60 starting bet, increases up to $96 after one win, which gets your average to 100 points every 10 spins. Let's check it out. All right, so with this strategy, the 30 chip with pressure, we're going to buy in for $300. Remember your CPAS, they'll scan it, they'll give it back to you. That's how you get your points on the ship. So we're buying in for $300. So I've got $300 in orange chips. These are $2 chips. So with the 30 chip with pressure, you set it up just like the original 30 chip. So we go 10 double streets, 10 double streets, and then we do 20 corner bets. And what you're wanting to have happen, you're wanting this middle column to hit. Anywhere between 8 to 32, that's where we get the pressure going, okay? All right, so here we go. So we're going to go 20 spins. Let's see how it goes. So we bought in $300. These are $2 chips. This is a $60 starting bet. If we get a hit on the middle column, then we'll increase it to $96, and that'd be $36 of the casino's money, increasing our average by $36. Okay, 19, that's a push. Okay, 15, that's a push. All right, 25, that's a push. And this is spin number 4. Okay, 7, that's a push. This is why I decided, why don't we put those 18 chips to work? Because it seems to hit the first column and the third column a lot more than it does in the middle. But, you know, any wheel can do whatever it wants, I guess. All right, 9, that's a push. So we've had 5. This is spin number 6. And every one of them has been a push. Okay, 17, finally. All right, so 17, that is an 18 chip profit. If I was to rake everything, pay it out, I would gain 18 chips profit. All right, so I take those 18 chips, I divide it into 2 stacks of 9. So I'll put 9 here, 9 here. So now our average just went from $60 to $96. This is probably when you need to ask the pit boss to come over and check your average. Okay, 36. All right, so here we go. So it's 9 there. 9 there. 8 there. And 5 here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6 chip loss. So let's just reset Let's see what we have left here. I want to try to keep that pressure on with the chips we have extra. So here we are. So now it's reset back to the original 30 chip. But let's see. So that's 6 chips and 6 chips. Let's go ahead and keep them working. All right, so 6 chips and 6 chips. Let's keep using their money to increase our average, to keep our average up. Because every time they walk by, they count your chips, and you don't want them going over there and dropping you back down any more than necessary, right? All right, 36 again. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a push. There's 5. There's 6 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wrong. All right, there. So now, so that's everything's paid out. That is a 9 chip loss. So here we go. Let's see what we wind up with. We've hit 2 of the, not the worst numbers, but 2 of the bad numbers. All right, so after resetting, we've got 3 chips extra. Let's just bring those back to our rack. Let's start back over at the 30 chip. All right, 4. Pretty sure that's a 15 chip loss. Let's confirm. Okay. All right, so there's everything we lost on that, which is a 15 chip loss. Now we're just going to reset back to the original 30 chip. All right, so we're reset back to the original 30 chip. Now we're looking for a middle column, anywhere between 8 to 32 to hit, to kind of get the cycle going again. And this is spin number 10. Okay, 19, that's a push. Okay, 18, that's a push. Spin number 12. Oh, thought I was going to get that double zero. That's a push. Okay, 8. All right, finally, we hit one on that middle column. That is an 18 chip profit. So here we go. Set up for step 2 here. So we got 9 chips here and 9 chips. So 9 chips on the first column, 9 chips on the third column. Okay, 18. All right, so that is a 9 chip profit. Okay, so there's 9 chips. Bring that back to our rack. And this is spin number 15. Okay, 24. That is another 9-chip profit. Bring that back to our rack. And we only need 3 of those wins, because with 3 of those wins, there'll be 27 chips. So then you'll be lost 3 chips total, okay? So my goal is to at least win 3 of them outside columns, and that pretty well recoups the original buy-in, okay? All right, so 4. All right, so here we go. Let's pay this out. Okay, there's 5. All right, there's 8. Okay, so there's 9 there, 9 there. So that is our 6-chip loss right there. So here we go. Let's reset. Back to the original 30 chip and see what we have left. All right, so there we go. So that's our extra. So we're going to leave 6 chips here and 6 chips there. Still using their money for our average, okay? Okay, 32. All right, so that's not a push, because what would happen would be you would lose these 2, okay? But that's still going to be, based on this, that's still an 18-chip profit right there, okay? So we're going to pay it out just like we've got 18 chips. All right, so there's 18 chips. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to make 2 stacks of 9. And there we go. So that was actually a profit of 6 chips, essentially. All right, this is spin number 18. Okay, 25. Okay, so that is another 9-chip profit. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring that back to our rack. Now, we originally started with 30 chips out there. We increased it to that. This is what we've won on this cycle. So we're pretty much even right now for the cycle. Okay, 26. All right, that's a push. It's a push because we have 9 chips and 9 chips, which equals 18 chips. All right, this is spin number 20. And 6. All right, so let's pay it out. Okay, there's 5 there. There's 8. And let's see, 9 there. And then there's our 6-chip loss right there. So that's the payout right there. So let's bring all that back to our rack, because that was 20 spins. Let's see what we finished with. Okay, so here we go. So 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 330, 340, 350, 4. So $354 is what we're finishing with after 20 spins. So that is a $54 profit after 20 spins playing the 30 chips with pressure strategy. So with that strategy, you're at least going to average $60 per spin, which should generate you 60 points every 10 spins. So if they rated you only $60 for the entire session of 20 spins, that should be close to 120 points. Now, if they rated you at the $100 range, so if you could hit the 100 early, if you could hit a middle column early, they would have you at $100 pretty quick. So with 20 spins at $100 average, you would have received 200 points for that session. So there's no guarantee. That's it. But that's what I've experienced on the ship. They had me at 100 pretty quick, pretty early in the strategy. I hit the middle column pretty quick, and I stayed at that level for 15 spins. And after 15 spins, I received 150 points for that session. So, the math is right. So there it is. That is the 30 chips with pressure strategy. You can give it a try, see how it goes. And if you don't mind, hit that like button for me. And if you're not subscribed, please, if you would, like and subscribe to 35-1 Roulette Cruising. And until next time, happy cruising. See ya.